Also tonight, on track to clear the backlog of rubbish. Birmingham City Council says it should be gone by the weekend despite the ongoing strike. Birmingham City Council says it's on track to clear the backlog of uncollected waste this week despite its ongoing dispute with the Unite Union. The all-out strike by refuse collectors has entered its sixth week after a deal was rejected by the union yesterday. Today, hundreds of striking bin men and women staged a rally and promised to keep fighting against plans to downgrade workers who could face significant pay cuts. Our Midland correspondent Phil Mackey reports.
Yes, Sophie. So the Paris Saint-Germain fans who are wandering around the city centre ahead of tonight's Champions League game will not have seen any piles of bin bags. But it's never been about the city centre. The real problems lie in some of the suburbs of the city, where problems we have seen over the weeks have been the massive piles of waste accumulating. But thanks to army logistics experts and some of the non-union workers who are carrying out their rounds, things are beginning to get a lot better.
The great clean-up is well underway. At its peak, there were 22,000 tonnes of uncollected waste on Birmingham streets, but with daily collections happening again, the street cleaning team is clearing the backlog. They've been able to get on top of things since the police stopped striking members of the Unite Union, delaying non-union workers from carrying out their rounds. And now the council says by Easter, things could be back to near normal.
We're already going back to collecting normal household waste this week as well, so we're back into a position of good control.
The big claim that you've made here is that you'll have everything back to normal by the weekend. Are you sure that that's going to be possible?
By the weekend, we'll be able to collect one household waste from each home, and we'll also be back to manageable levels of fly tipping.
Are we angry?
Hundreds of Unite members were staging a rally outside the council house today after rejecting the offer of a one-off payment if they agreed to go back to work under new conditions.
Although talks will resume tomorrow, it doesn't feel like the two sides, the City Council or the striking Unite members, are any closer to reaching a deal than they were 6 weeks ago when they went out on all-out strike.
Sam's one of the workers who'd lose more than £6,000 a year because of plans to downgrade his role. He's got 5 children to support. 3 joined him today.
I think we're looking down the barrel of losing money, to be fair. I think the council are adamant the way they want to go, and I don't think they want to go the way that it should be.
And how do you feel about that?
Like I said, I just feel really undervalued. I feel like I've given the best years of my life for this company and to the city of Birmingham, and it just really breaks my heart.
This is one of the city's fabled rats, which are still able to feast on piles of uncollected waste in some areas. At the Green Lane Mosque today, they helped organise a mobile collection. Everyone helped out, but after 6 weeks, it's getting too much for even the most dedicated.
They're just so despondent and let down. They feel like the litter picks we have are just not making any changes. The lack of money and funding for the council's bankrupt. We're just holding our hands up thinking, who's going to come and save the city?
Well, the strike's going to carry on almost certainly beyond Easter, despite those talks resuming tomorrow. But things are getting better, as you saw it in my piece there. And that's because not everyone is on strike. And with the help of the army logistics experts, they are able to start clearing up the backlog, which means that some of the sites we've seen over the past 6 weeks should start disappearing. And perhaps Sadia will finally see that some people are here to save the city.
Phil in Birmingham, thank you.